Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Here with my buddy John here to review Hereditary. Sometimes I keep wanting to say Heredity, but it's
After a long time,
Hereditary.
and it's my fault because, I heard from some people, especially a person whose opinion I usually trust, that said, "Oh, it's not that good." And I think the problem is, when these movies get hyped, like, "Oh, this is the greatest horror movie ever," one of the best horror movies, you get very skeptical because we've seen a lot of movies
Yeah.
that people claim to be that great and they turn out to be crap. This I actually liked, so that's why it took so long. And then we're waiting for it to be free on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, because, we were going through, like, the titles and stuff like that. It's on there. And I noticed that A24, and I noticed that, they had, like, Burt Reynolds' last movie star, and then they had, Disaster Artist and Burt Reynolds' last movie star free on Amazon, and I looked at all the A24 movies are usually free on there. The Hereditary was, you had to pay for it, and a couple times, we wait and see if becomes free, and then we can watch it for there on Amazon, and it became free about, 3 weeks ago, and we finally got around to seeing it.
Right.
And it's brilliant. It's a very messed up movie. It's a very powerful.
And I like how it evolves, changes
Yeah.
stories, sort of like Cold in July and some other movies where it kind of changes and evolves. I like that.
Yeah, I was on Queenie Todd's podcast, not podcast, live Google Hangout last night. Well, I don't know when I'm going to post this, but it was Friday night, and we were on for like 5 hours with a whole bunch of other people in the horror community. She was saying that she should have got nominated for Best Picture, and she should have got nominated for Best. It's really, she did an incredible. There was some real scenes of some real power, and it's just a really messed up movie, but it's a very powerful movie about loss and stuff, and
Yeah, there's another
trying to
horror
overcome
movie.
stuff.
I can't remember if it was before Swan. It was a Spanish movie, and they're saying, "Oh, how great it is," and all this stuff. And I watch it, I'm like,
Well,
that's why you get skeptical when you hear people going on and on about movies. It's like,
Well, they were saying how great Holliston was, and Holliston sucked.
yeah, I hated that show.
I hate it.
There's no example.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. I watched it, like,
I actually watched.
God damn, it sucks.
What?
It was 45 minutes long. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, I watched it with Dad. It was on Fear. We used to have Movie Pass on the cable, and they have FearNet on there, and they usually had and a couple other things. And we watched it, and 'cause I saw Odors was on there. I couldn't remember what the hell it was called, and watched an episode of it, and I saw Dee Schneider was on there too.
And
Yeah.
the guy behind Hatchet was.
Kane Hodder was in it, and then it's like.
Well, Adam Green, the director.
Yeah.
Was one of the main guys.
And this is just like, it was like a spoof of sitcoms that you see on like Family Guy or something. When they spoof a sitcom, that's what it was like. The jokes weren't funny, they were really fake. They had like laughing like, oh, like
the
that.
Laugh track was
It was. Oh, I know it was. It was dreadful on my dad's side. I think you just watched it because you liked that guy from Guy. I did, and I might have watched another episode. I might have watched the episode just fast forward, see if there's a little gore, because they had like a little gore, but it wasn't worth it. And it's like after that, I just kind of gave up on it.
We get burned like you hear stuff, but then a lot of other people said it was a really good movie, but it was out of the theaters by then. And
I'd love to Hereditary. It's a great movie. There's so many movies out there. There's no way you can catch up, and some movies just like this one. I heard buzz about it, and then I didn't know. I heard buzz about The Nun. I heard The Nun was terrible.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that. Then I heard crappy things. So you know what? Just like Glass,
Yeah.
He said there's like a critic has a low score. A lot of people don't like it, but IMDb has a high score. And it would be really good. So
Glass was cool.
It's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, and Hereditary was awesome. I really thought it was just a very powerful, messed up movie. And like I said, Tony, everyone did great. And that little girl in there, I think it was her first film, said introducing. She clicked her.
Said, but I don't know.
Yeah, that said introduced, and she said she clicked her tongue like I did.
Well, there's like some other actress, I forget who it was. And he said introducing for whatever movie, and it's like it was her 5th movie.
Oh wow!
So Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that Sobieski. She was in a ton of movies, then she stopped to go to college or something, then she came back, and then you didn't see her anymore.
Yeah, kind of.
But she was in like about a ton of movies in like 2 or 3 years, including on My First Mister with Albert Brooks was fantastic. You know, Mia Sobieski or something like that. But I mean, Lily Sobieski. Oh, okay. 'Cause I think she was in When a Stranger Calls, a remake of that, which I saw that on CW, which I thought was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the original, but it wasn't a bad remake. But I really liked Hereditary a lot. It's a very powerful movie with fantastic acting, and I mean, it's just you felt, yeah. Well, you felt everyone's pain, and it was. I mean, besides the physical, I bet the emotional pain and stuff like that.
Right.
It's a fantastic movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. Sorry for the delay in seeing it.
Oh, that's. I mean, there's so many damn movies out there. Sorry for the delay of seeing Manos Hand of Fate. I reviewed that, and that was made in '66. I kind of delayed that for about over 50 years. That's all right. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my legion. Me and my buddy John. Awesome. Okay.